Spoiler warning. The following is an in-depth story analysis. If you haven't seen this arc, you may want to before watching this review. And we are back in Battle City. What's going on, guys? This is Mark. Also, a little bit of apologies for my voice. My allergies are out of control right now, so if you hear me coughing throughout this video, that's why. Anyway. The return to Battle City, better known as Enter the Shadow Realm within the English dub, begins with a very nice recapping of the arc's events up to this point, with Yami being tasked with achieving victory in the tournament, Merrick coming to Battle City, Yami Merrick taking over, and finally of him sending Mai to the Shadow Realm. It's a small bit, but it's a small taste of the ingenuity that we get to see in this part. This begins with the Kaiba craft beginning to touch down on Kaiba Corp Island. Wow, a whole island named after yourself. I wonder what this could look like. Does it have palm trees? Cabins? Maybe something like what you see in Hawaii or in the Bahamas. Oh my gosh, we finally get our first glimpses of it, and it's just a tower. A door tower to be more precise, but it's still just a tower. Nothing else around for miles. Oh my gosh. Seriously, Seto? Do you not care about any of the passengers on board your craft? What if they need food or water? Better yet, what about those people like Bakura, who are in desperate need of medical attention? Seriously, any one of these people could sue you and you would most likely end up in prison for negligence, as well as attempting suicide in Duelist Kingdom, not to mention the legal kidnapping of these people. The first couple of episodes of the semi-finals are mainly setting up character motivations for future duels. Joey is mainly center stage here as it goes through feelings of despair, torture, and finally acceptance. Allow me to explain, no laughing or yelling this time. Hear me out. Ever since Mai lost her duel against Merrick, Joey has been more and more determined to do something about it. He knows the only thing that he can do about it is to defeat Merrick in a shadow duel, but he also knows that the chances of that victory are very slim, if not grim to none. However, going into spoiler land for a second, he almost does. Even when everyone else believes he's a second-rate duelist, even when Seto is continuously referring to him as a novice or a guinea pig, or as someone who doesn't even belong in this tournament, he proves himself worthy by nearly defeating the main baddie in single combat. Now, ultimately he fails for reasons that we'll get into next time, but it's still an admirable effort on Joey's part, and it shows not only how far he's come since he was a novice way back in Duelist Kingdom, but it also shows how strong you can be when you're fighting for the right reasons. To add on to that, it also shows how you can overcome anything, even in the face of insurmountable odds. That was just a little sample of the analysis I'm going to be doing once we get to that point. So much to say, so many tears to shed. And now that I've entranced you with that little nostalgia trip, back to the story. Merrick confronts Ashizu, demanding where Odeon is. He's doing this so that he can send Odeon to the Shadow Realm. Ashizu claims that she doesn't know what Merrick is talking about, and Merrick himself is forced to go and duel, leaving Ashizu alone. A little trivia note on Yami Merrick, as well as a little gripe I have with the dub. When Yami Merrick first takes over, he has a deeper pitch, but as the dub goes on, his voice gets gradually higher and higher pitched, like a tenor trying to sing soprano in a choir. The gripe I have, though, is a little more interesting. I don't know what it is, but something just doesn't feel right with this character in the dub. I think it might be the fact that they may have laid on the pure evil approach a little too much, as we'll see in the future. I'm not sure why that is exactly. Was it just to differentiate the characters with the two personalities? I mean, I get that Yami Merrick is a villain and that he should be the worst out of the bunch. But I don't think he should be pure evil for the sake of being pure evil. Huh. Anyway, Yami and Yugi have an inner monologue. Yami states that he thinks that Merrick is trying to weaken them by taking out their friends one by one. It's very similar to what Noah did by turning Yugi's friends to stone. The craft begins descending onto Kaiba Corp Island, and Seto says this to everyone upon arrival.
Look, The island we're standing on is the site of the original Kaiba Corporation, but I tore it down.
And is that—
Yes, that's my duel tower, and I plan to defeat you on the very top, Yugi!
Seriously, what the heck is up with Kaiba in this arc? Oh, but that's not the end of Kaiba's bad decision making, this is just the beginning, and it gets much worse later. The quarterfinals actually consists of a single duel between Yugi, Kaiba, Joey, and Merrick. This is meant to determine who faces whom within the semi-final rounds. Roland explains it best here.
Gentlemen, the preliminary duel must be played. This special duel will determine who faces who in the semi-finals, and all 4 duelists will participate at one time. As you lose life points, your terminal will climb higher. The first 2 duelists to reach the top will face each other in round 1.
Since this duel doesn't really count, I'm just going to go over major points rather than doing a play-by-play analysis, since, well, if I did a play-by-play analysis, this would just get too boring for you guys. See, told you. While Kaiba is there simply to defeat Yugi as it goes, Joey actually has an ulterior motive. As I mentioned earlier, he is the one that faces Merrick in the semifinals, and he also promised Yugi and Mai that he would help them stop Merrick. As such, Joey wants to reach the top first, and he hopes that Merrick will follow, which ironically is exactly what happens. This motivation is revealed here.
Himself.
I can't believe I couldn't help her. I was right there. I was 5 feet away when that psycho zapped her, and I promised that I'd protect her.
Joey, wait.
I have no choice. I gotta save her.
I know you feel bad, but what happened to Mai isn't your fault.
I appreciate you trying to help, but I know what I have to do, Taya.
Just be careful, Joey. Marek is not someone you want to mess with.
Look, I know if I beat that evil freak in a duel, I can get Mai back, so I'll take my chances. I know I have what it takes to pull this off, Taya. And besides, I got you guys in my corner.
Are you sure about this, Joey?
I've never been more sure of anything in my life.
Joey's feelings at this point are very understandable. He just saw his friend be struck down, followed by seeing her getting sent to the Shadow Realm, with the very distinct possibility of no return. And now he finally has the chance to avenge her and go up against the madman responsible. Of course he's going to want revenge. The thing I like, though, is how he doesn't allow the vengeance to get to his head. He stays calm, and that's what ultimately strengthens his resolve within the eventual duel between him and Merrick. The preliminaries end with Joey versus Merrick, followed by Yugi versus Seto. Okay guys, I apologize for this video being so short, 1, because of my allergies, and 2, because I wanted to spend this video talking mainly about the characters and their motives. Plus a few of my friends on Twitter and stuff have just told me to end this arc in this video, but if it were to be concluded in this part, this video would be over an hour long at the least. And my goal isn't to bore you guys, it's to inform you. As such, when we return, we will be covering Joey versus Merrick. Thank you guys so much for watching, God bless, and I'll see you later.